everybody, this is AFDT and you're now watching Dating Live. The band with us today is Macondo. Let's welcome. Say hello to the audience, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Macondo.
Yeah, just introduce yourself a little bit. Let
In Chinese.
Whoa. Scott.
中文
You're from Beijing.
我们是 Macondo 乐队，我们住在北京。
我们现在很不好意思。
That's cute. So maybe you can introduce yourself one by one, like who you are, where you're from, and what you do then.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
that's very convincing.
My name is Matt. I'm from England, from a very famous place called Congleton. You may have heard of it. I've been in Beijing for
Manchester.
I've been in Beijing for 5.5 years, for 6 years, if you know what I mean.
My name is Scott. I'm from Minnesota, and I play guitar in the band. Been in Beijing for about almost 5 years now, so quite a long time. And yeah, my Chinese is 不错.
看出来了。
Yeah. I'm Fred. I'm from Beijing. I play the bass.
My name is Gerald, and I play the synthesizer in the band.
Where are you from?
I'm from South Africa,
South Africa.
Yeah. Bro.
and a famous city called Cape Town.
Yeah, I've been listening to your new album like these days. And could you like describe the theme of your album? What's your music is about the song in your first album?
I guess we kind of describe our music as, I mean, it is post-rock, but we also add a lot more, I guess, heaviness to it. There was one guy when we played at the show in Beijing, he's like, wow, you guys sound like a volcano. It's a slow rumble and then it blows up. So we kind of describe ourselves as volcano rock.
Volcano rock.
Volcano
Somebody
rock.
else described us as that.
火山, yeah.
So the first question is that what do you think dating life is when you firstly see the term?
I think about Tantan.
Like Tinder.
Sounds like dating. I mean, that's the first thing that comes into my head.
Yeah.
Second, this is a great space as well. So
Thank you.
we've already seen the video.
Yeah, very comfortable, very casual. And, yeah.
Like a creative space.
Lots of fun
It's
toys,
amazing.
fun toys and nice colors. And,
Yeah.
you know.
It's candy shop.
So what about you guys?
It's beautiful. Like the studio is really, really cool. And like when I first heard the term, I was like, what is that? Like dating live, you know, like basically I think I first saw it like when Robin posted it on for Mimic Banca.
Mimic Banca.
Yeah. So like it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, got any internships? Oh.
Yes, I think you can ask the boss. Request the boss.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak to the boss later.
Yeah. So when you play with a Tinder, who do you usually swipe right, like? What make
What
you
kind of girl?
Swipe?
Everyone.
What kind of girl? Everyone.
We do the high hit ratio, then maybe you can get lucky.
Okay, so that's the difference between girls and guys.
strategy.
There's a
that's
strategy.
right.
Yeah. It's like fishing.
Strategy.
It's like fish.
Okay. So basically, you know, Tinder there's a function called super like. So what
Right.
kind of girl you super like her? Like if you share the same music taste, or you can see maybe she's very pretty in the photo or something like that. I don't know what usually makes you.
I'm a big fan of there's a couple like websites where they take like the best of Tinder, so it shows like people's funny profiles, guys and girls. And I think if somebody has like a very funny movie quote or like a very funny profile, it's like, you know, like, hey, I'm pepperoni pizza or something, you know, and like I'm just a pizza, you know, like you can swipe right, swipe left, it's fine. I mean, most people like me, you know, eat from me. Then
Oh my goodness.
Drink the vomit.
I might. If I'm hungry, I might super like that pizza. Maybe they should. What they should also make is like if you're looking to join a band, it's like a Tinder for people finding bands. Like, hey, I like this bass player. Okay, I like this drummer. Not so much like this keyboard player. Like,
That's it.
that's
it. You got it. You got it.
That's censored.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay,
We have
let's not put it out
explanation.
there. Yeah.
That's our idea.
Our idea.
Yeah.
A Tinder for musicians. You know.
Do you have any awkward experience of performance?
Yeah, so I've got the program that I'm running. So usually I send click track, and there's some encoded messages that you can't hear.
Yeah, that was good.
Which is
Instructions.
Yeah, instructions for Matt went to the accountants and saying, there's cues for the music, and for some other reason I sent it to the front of house, like so everybody could hear it through the PA, and basically hearing this Afrikaans accent going, Matt, pick up your sticks. Ready?
But everybody can hear
2, 3, 4.
That was
So everyone was like dancing like this, and suddenly, Matt, pick up your things.
it's like this guy just.
That's very cool.
That's hilarious.
It wasn't funny at that moment,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
laughed
Yeah, I
afterwards.
mean, yeah.
Oh well, yeah, Scott did the.
I'm disappointed, Jared.
That's quite serious because I would like to define your music like more adult music or music for adult, not for adolescents or not for young guys. But actually, I think currently in China, young people they more and more enjoy those more chill out music. Like they even don't listen to rock and roll music as much as 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And even if they're more into shoegaze, dream pop, these kind of more
Hip hop.
yeah,
Hip-hop, yeah.
these kind of music. Yeah. So given you've already been active in Beijing underground music since for a while, why it took so long for you to release your first debut album, and how do you position yourself, especially in this kind of environment?
I think like with any band, it takes time for you to develop a sound and develop like a playing style together. You can't just be like get together and in 2 months just have an album written, like everything going, because it takes a long time to get used to people's playing style and how you work together. And then with the album, it took us, because we didn't want to just rush an album and just get it out in like a month and just wham bam and just here it is, like people can listen to it. So we took our time with it. We took over about a year and we did it. We recorded the drums in the studio, but then the guitar, bass, synth, everything else, the mixing and the production, we did by ourselves. And we spent many nights, drinking lots of beer, smoking a lot of cigarettes, listening to the same songs, playing different parts,
Over and over
and
again.
making fine tuning everything to get it a very polished and refined sound. Because we like I said, we didn't want to just put out something that was rushed, and so we took our time with it, and then we're really happy with the results and the sound.
I think we've grown up as a band together because we've been playing for like 4 years, and when we started it originally, I was 26 and now I'm 30. So
Yeah.
originally the objective was just playing gigs. I remember being in Temple Bar originally as a young, unspoiled 26-year-old man, and looking at the stage at Temple, I was like, yeah, I'd love to play that stage. And then so now it's more about like getting our next album out, promoting it properly, touring, things like that. Whereas that was so far away in our minds 4 years ago.
Yeah.
First one. So if you imagine that you can do a gig in anywhere in the universe, you can do a gig on Mars, on Moon, regardless of the hardware limitation. Where do you want to perform?
The sun.
Most? The sun. On the sun.
Glastonbury.
Glastonbury.
Glastonbury pyramid stage.
Pyramid stage.
Yeah.
9 p.m. or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I would like to perform in a very kind of like far away, exotic, like ruins, like somewhere in the ruins of like in China or like in Italy,
Oh
like
my
old ancient Roman
goodness.
ruins.
Red Rock.
okay.
No, Red Rocks. No. I want even more
Red
like
Rocks.
Great Wall.
Great Wall.
the Great Wall. Yeah,
Wall?
the Great Wall would be awesome. Like performance at the Great Wall.
Okay, the final question is that imagine you are doing a gig while there's only one person downstairs, like seeing you performing.
Oh, we've done that before.
It can be he or she can be anyone, like John Lennon. I don't know, Roger Waters.
Oh, right.
It can be anyone. Who do you want him or her to be?
Trump.
Trump.
I mean,
Oh,
you
Trump-
could say like Jimi Hendrix or Roger Waters or John Lennon or George Harrison, or Lemmy or something. But then like I would always be like, if he was the only person, and he'd be like, yeah, mate, your band's
What's
shit.
this? Fuck
This is fucking
just-
shit.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, there's like your musical hero is right there, and he doesn't like your music, and he says,
Yeah,
says
this
you
is
suck. You
too
know,
much
like,
pressure.
Too much pressure. Yeah. So maybe my mom, because my mom would always say nice things about it. So.
I'd like your mum to be.
All right.
Well, I would say if I had to play with somebody like probably like Dave Grohl, because like in my era that I grew up, like grunge was the big thing and Nirvana was the big
And
thing.
he's a pretty nice guy. He
he's a nice guy,
He's
yeah.
like, you guys kicked ass. is
Yeah,
what
he would probably say,
you know.
but the
even
fact
if,
that
even if you didn't
afterwards-
like it,
Yeah, but the fact that afterwards at least we would go and have a beer together and have a chat. That would be the nice part.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. Hey.